I am on the couch. I'm standing on the couch. We turn it up. Everybody, like the whole group that went with us was turning up.
I'll sit in the lab and show me something. Keep it soft until nobody in your city smoke exotics. Yeah, spin it slow, yeah. And you know what I want, yeah.
Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Boom, 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 boom. Happy Friday, y'all. So we're about to do our makeup and get ready for the day. I have to film an ad. I have to film an ad for my friend's marketing agency that I'm working with. I also need to email some brands today and kind of catch up with the week, because the last 2 days, honey, I needed a break. I needed a break. I just been going and going and going and going. Hold on, y'all. I just been going and going and going since November as far as just like working. And I just realized yesterday that I have not really taken time out to myself. And I just need to do a better balance. I need to do a better job at having work-life balance. Because when I'm just like all grind, no sleep, hustling, chasing a bag, doing this work, like it's so draining. And I feel like now that I'm getting older, I really appreciate calmness. I appreciate stillness. I appreciate just being relaxed and like flowing. Anything that causes me like unnecessary like anxiety, overthinking, or literally just wears me out, like I can't do it. So I've been trying to teach myself to just have just a little better balance. So we're gonna do our makeup really quick. So this will just be a chill get ready with me. I'm learning to do what I love or do what I like to do more, instead of just like doing what I feel like is gonna work or whatever. So this is just a chill get ready with me. I literally just got out the bed. I had breakfast. It's snowing in Atlanta right now, and we're just gonna chill and have a little girls chat. And I'm gonna update you guys on last night, because last night was a vibe. Okay, let's get into the makeup. I'll leave everything down below for you guys. But y'all, if y'all watched, where is my brow pencil? Oh, girl, I was about to say, we ain't gonna have no makeup today. We ain't doing no makeup today. But if you guys watched my live, I did a live, like, I feel like it was last week. Like, I did a live here on YouTube, and I was telling y'all about my dating life and stuff. And I was telling y'all about one person that I've been talking to and wanted me to meet his cousin that came into town from another country. And I was so nervous, even talking about it. Y'all see, I'm like I'm like so giddy and nervous. But I was telling y'all in the live that I was like so I was telling y'all in the live that I was like really nervous to go meet that person's cousins and friends or whatever, because y'all, I get really, really nervous when it comes to meeting new people, especially like people people connected to somebody I already know. Because it's like, you know, you have your, even if it's like a friend, you know, even if it's like a friend or something, like even meeting their friends, it's like an awkward, I don't know why I'm like that, but it's just like, y'all, I'm trying to see my brows. It's just like I get so nervous over like what I think people may say, and I get so nervous over like how people may perceive me. And I noticed that I have that like anxiety or that trigger because like growing up, I've always been shy. Like when people first meet me, everybody always even my friends today, they always say like when people meet me or when people first met me, they used to think that I was like stuck up or I was just like a bitch. And I'm like so far beyond that. And it's funny because it's like it takes people to actually get to know me to be like, oh girl, I used to think you was stuck up and like you're so sweet and so down to earth and so chill and so cool. So it's like that fear of people having that perception of me, I still have it. So when it comes to meeting people like I don't know, that should have an opinion on me, I feel like it makes it even like makes my anxiety a little more worse. And when I say should have that opinion, it's like when you're meeting friends of a friend or your friend's family or other friends, like people in anybody's life that should be like looking at you like, what's tea? Why are you here? Because I expect anybody, family or friends to do that. Because I know I would. Shoot. Y'all, I'd be real overprotective over my friends or my family. Like, who? Y'all, even Raina, like, bless her heart. Like, she's such a social butterfly. And she has so many friends. And sometimes I'd be like, who is that? Like, I'm really that friend. But, like, if I get to know them, I'm like, oh, okay. They cool or whatever. I see what you was doing. Okay. But it's like before that, I don't know, people really get that perception of me, and I was just really kind of afraid of that. That's why I was so nervous. And then I don't know, I know like women, and I was also like kind of nervous to meet like women, like because y'all know like women in some men's family be like, girl, they like, some women don't play. And I'm just like, I'm not one to like put on, like I'm just, if I ever go out or meet anybody, like I'm myself. People say all the time, like when they met me, like I'm me. Like what you get is what you get pretty much when it comes to me. Because I don't like to act a certain type of way. I don't, impressing somebody is never that's not even in my thought process. Like I do not aim to impress anybody at all. But I still hope that they, with me still being myself, that they still have a good perception of me. So yeah, but let's get to the nitty-gritty. So he had already told me, because I mentioned it to y'all, that he had some cousins and friends coming into town, and he wanted me to like go out with them and like spend some time with them and get to know them and things like that. And I was just like, okay. So the day that I thought it was that we were supposed to go out wasn't the day. And it's so funny because it just goes to show like sometimes we be preparing for stuff and like God be like, nope, I'm gonna do it on this day. And it's like, dang. But I'm kind of glad it happened how it happened, because it put me in a more vulnerable position to like not seek perfection, if that makes sense. Like if we would have went when I thought we was gonna go, I would have been like mentally prepared. But I feel like because it kind of happened so randomly and more like organically, and kind of, I mean, I was kind of upset by the little last minute. It was a little, like, it wasn't that last minute. He was just telling me, and my phone was upstairs and I was downstairs. So I was kind of freaking out about that. But everything, y'all. I just had such a beautiful night. Like, it was so nice. So we were supposed to go to Knife. So when I got to Knife, they weren't there. They weren't there because they ended up going to Capitol Grill. So when I got to Knife, I went into the bathroom. So y'all know I'm so big on my mirror work, and whenever I spot a mirror, I am pouring into myself every single time. And I was even telling one of the ladies that was with us last night how like mirror work has like changed my life. It really has, because when I went into that bathroom and I felt myself like getting nervous, I was just like, breathe. Like, I had to just calm myself down, and I literally was just saying like, because it's the mirror right here, so I'm giving y'all a little peek of what I did. I was saying stuff like, girl, you that girl, like they're gonna love you, like everything is gonna work out, you're gonna have one of the best nights ever, like you're gonna have fun, you're gonna connect with everybody, you're gonna be comfortable with everybody is gonna be nice, da, 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 da. Like, I'm just thinking about how I would like the night to go, instead of feeding so much into like these little fears that I have that be causing me to self-sabotage and do, girl, God knows what. So I came out that bathroom feeling good. Like, I walked out with my head out, and I was like, and I was telling myself like, you a queen, you better walk out this bathroom with your head held high. Like, I was just, girl, I was talking to myself like she was my girl, because I am my girl. Okay. So yeah, I came out that bathroom like feeling, I need to get another eyeliner. I came out that bathroom feeling so good. So like, that's when he came and we had went to Capitol Grill, and I just, even my energy with him was so much more different. Like, I wasn't so like nervous as I normally be, because it takes me a while to like open up to people for real. And I noticed that's not like my natural self, it's just more so like my fearful self, if that makes sense. So I've been trying to like really get out of that, and just kind of allow myself to be more present, because I noticed when I was like when I had like so much fear over every little thing and I was just operating in anxiety, that is when I just never was present in the moment. Like, I was never present in the moment. And I told myself I have to do better with that, because you almost like waste time, and you miss out on like the actual beauty and the joy of life sometimes. And I've been reading this book. I talk about it in my vlogs. It's called The Artist's Way. I'm on week 3. And in week 2, she talks about, y'all, I had to go get my lash glue. But what I was saying was, in the book, she talks about how you should just be more aware, allow yourself to be more present in the moment, and be more aware of the things that's actually going around. Like, yeah, so I forgot the example that she gives in the book, but she talks about how you could be somewhere. I think it's like you can be in a room with your family, and your family is like having fun and enjoying the moment, but although you may be there with them, you can be so in your head and thinking about work, or thinking about your relationship, or thinking about whatever it is in life that's stressing you out. You can be in the same place that they are, but not present, because you're in your head thinking about somewhere else, and at that point you take yourself out of the present moment. So when I read that, I kind of already knew that, and I kind of been trying to learn how to be more mindful and be more present, because I wasted a lot of time being in my head and like overthinking. So with that being said, last night I wanted to make the conscious decision to like be present. Like, and it's so funny, because when I first met them at dinner, I noticed that I was kind of like, I don't know, that nervousness was kind of coming, but I just kept telling myself like, just relax. So after that, because at dinner, I feel like they was just more so catching up, like the men, because I don't know how long it's been since they've seen each other. But they were just catching up. We were talking about the snow and stuff. And then we had went to this lounge So when we went to this lounge, I was sitting and talking to the other lady that was with us. And it's like for a second, I just looked over to him and his friends. And I told her, I said, they are so cute. Like, I think in that moment, I really allowed myself to be present. And I was just really like taking in like the moment. And I was like, wow, they look so cute. Like, you could tell it was almost like little black boy joy. Basically, you could tell that they grew up together or they just known each other for a long time, because like their chemistry as friends was just so beautiful. Like, it reminded me of how I be with Raina. And I was just like, oh. And I think in that moment I kind of was telling myself like, wow, like this is the beauty of life. Like, being able to connect with new people, being able to like get out and enjoy just a night out. And it just made me so grateful. Like, I've never like it's weird, but I never been grateful for like going to a restaurant or like going to a restaurant or like going to a lounge. It just never thought my mind to like be grateful for the privilege or the opportunity to do that, because it was just so normal for me. You know how like some things, you know how like rich people, like some stuff be so normal to them that they don't even think twice to be like, oh, like I appreciate that, or whatever, or I'm grateful for the opportunity to do that. So like in that moment, I just was filled with so much gratitude. And that's another thing I've been practicing every morning when I do my morning journal and things. I'm trying to see which foundation I want to put on. But so in the mornings what I do is I just take probably about 10 minutes, like as soon as I wake up, and I make it a point to sit there and just think of as many things as I can think of that I'm grateful for. And that has helped me so much with just like overthinking of like where I think I should be or what I think I should have, or like comparing myself to people on the internet, or even comparing myself to myself, because that's the main thing I do so much. I compare myself to my past self. I compare like just really I compare myself to myself. That's the main thing that I do. So with that, although last night was like super duper fun, it was kind of really spiritual for me too. Like, I feel like I like tapped into another like side of myself that I kind of closed off for so long. Because y'all, I was even telling the lady that was also with us, I was like, because she was like, it's not that packed in here. And I was like, yeah, it probably would have been if people didn't think it was gonna snow. Because if you're from Atlanta, y'all know how people act when Atlanta's act when a little bit of snow starts to come. So that's what I was telling her. I was like, it would have been packed. Like, I've been here before. It would have been packed if people didn't think it was, snow or whatever. And I was like, I just be wanting to like dance, like go places and dance. And she told me where she's from. Not where she's from. She told me where she lives. And where she lives, the city that she lives in, she said that they go out all the time and they dance and they just have fun. And I'm like, girl, let me find out I need to move there. I'm not gonna tell y'all where it is, but I'm like, let me find out I need to move there, because I thought about moving to this particular city. I've thought about it, but I've only been there once. But like every time I see it on social media, like it just looks so nice. And she was telling me all about it. She's like, yeah, she was like, it's this place here, like if you ever come, she's like, you would love it. Like, she's like, people in this city, we get up, we dance, we have a good time. And I'm like, yeah, like I was like, girl, I was soaking it in, because like I feel like the more I get comfortable with myself, the more I'm able to like meet more people on the same like frequency as me. And like when it comes to music and dance and like being creative and stuff, I feel like I have been missing having that type of community in my life, if that makes sense. So talking to her about dance and like hearing that she like actually goes out to these like lounges or whatever in her city, and like they actually get up and dance. Like I'm like, what? Like it's almost like, I feel like people getting up and dancing is almost like unheard of, but maybe it's just from my perspective of where I lived, if that makes sense. So I'm like, yeah, I'm like, cause she was like, oh, you're so like, cause I like, if it was song come on, you know, I'm kind of dancing and grooving. She was like, you're so, I forgot the word. No, she was like, you're, like you, it seems like you want to dance. And I'm like, yeah, girl, I always want to dance. And I was like, I'm a dancer. And she was like, oh yeah, me too. And I was like, yeah, I wish Atlanta had more places where like you can just go and dance and just like just have fun, where like everybody's dancing, like not where like people sitting down and a couple of people up, but like no, like everybody's dancing. So we having this conversation and I'm just like soaking it in, and I'm just like, I just felt so blessed and so grateful in that moment, because it's like when you start like pouring into yourself and kind of being more aware of like life itself, your world is just so much different. And it's funny because me and her were also talking about meditation, and we were talking about like basically learning how to meditate in your everyday life, because learning how to meditate in your everyday life is learning how to be mindful and being focused. So we were talking about that, and it was such a beautiful conversation I had with her. It made me kind of think about some things, because when I meditate, or just in my day-to-day, when thoughts come up, oh, did I wait too long? Oh, let's put a little bit on it. So when like negative thoughts come up, I've almost trained myself to fight them. Like I'll be like, no, that's not how it is, or da-da-da-da. Because you do, at the end of the day, you do still have to like rewrite your old programming so you can actually heal and grow and get past things. But she was telling me how somebody was telling her how basically when you meditate, you just let the thoughts fly by. And I was like, yeah, I've heard that before. I definitely need to get better at that instead of trying to fight every little thing. But I told her, like, I want to learn how to let it flow, but then still like let it flow out, but then still like water myself with new ideas and new beliefs and new ways of thinking, if that makes sense. So yeah, so by this time we are about to go. I thought we was about to go. We get in the car, he put in the GPS another club. I'm like, another club? What? Because y'all, I don't even really go out. The most y'all see me go out is when I be in LA. But like, and then if I do go out, I'm going to get something to eat, maybe go to a lounge or something, and I'm going home. So not only did we just go to dinner, to a lounge, and we drinking, having fun, but like now we're going to another club. I was like, oh my gosh, like what did I get myself into? Like because his culture, like they're known for like turning up until like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, oh no, like what did I get myself into? I'm like, where are we going? Like I'm just like, at this point I was kind of getting nervous again. I'm like, oh god, what is going on? You know, so what do we have to, oh, we just gotta do our lips. See, that's why I like talking and doing my makeup, because I mean, if I wasn't talking, I would have done it way quicker. But let me go get, let me go get, let me go get, hey, let me go get. Let me go get my lip liner so we can finish off and I can end the story. Okay, y'all, so I just put on a top because like I said, I gotta film a video. But we're gonna do our lips really quick. So y'all, when we got to that club, my life was changed. Y'all, when we got to that club, it was over. It was over. I went in there, I was just like, I felt like, like a kid at the kiddie store, because like nobody was sitting down. Nobody was sitting down. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm thinking this is what we was just talking about. So I'm like, oh, okay. It's supposed to be lit. So then we get in there. They got like a section or whatever. So DJ started playing a little music. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling the vibes. And then like he started and then more, you know, more people started to like show up, because it was still kind of early. So more people started to show up. Y'all, next thing you know, I am on the couch. I'm standing on the couch. We turn it up. Everybody, like the whole group that went with us, was turning up, having fun. I'm like, hey, I'm having a ball. A ball, okay? I'm like, this is what I wanted. And it's just like, also, I'm very big on like, I was telling Raina, like, having a man that's also like, that enjoys like music or like concerts or like dance is like something that I realized that I really want in like my next partner. And to see him in there, I mean, we dancing, we just vibing, we having a good time. And I've never ever have done that with anybody I've ever dated. So I am just in like, I'm like in fairy tale. And like the way his the way his friends and family like treat women, girl, I just felt like I need to sharpen my pencil, but I felt like the ultimate queen last night. I mean, you could say maybe it was from the mirror work. Say what you want. Like I felt so good last night. And I mean, I do attribute it to like my mirror work. I do attribute it to God, because that was an answered prayer right there, for real. Like I was even like dancing with his family and his cousins and his like friends and stuff. It was just, it was a good night. I felt so safe. I felt so secure. I had fun. I was able to like let go and be me. I wasn't like, I don't want to eat, or like shy to eat, or I wasn't like shy to dance. I was like being me. And I have not had that feeling with anybody I've dated. Like, I feel like since I was in like college, like especially after my divorce, like I've been on pins and needles when it comes to dating. And I just like be so anxious meeting people or like hanging out with them and stuff. Yeah. The way I was looking at that man at the end of the night, I'm like, oh, okay, okay. God, I see what you're doing. The Lord is my shepherd and he know what I want. So, yeah, that was my quick little chill get ready with me. I don't know what y'all, I done stopped the music. Y'all, I forgot I was playing music. But here is the finished look. Very simple, everyday glam. So this is like my everyday makeup routine. I did a whole video, very detailed tutorial, so I'll leave that down below for you guys. But your girl had a good night, okay? Your girl had a good time, and I'm so excited to like continue on this journey with you guys, because if you like giving you shit, I'm gonna read. Y'all, matter of fact, he goes, last night he said, he was like, why everybody trying to steal you? That mean, he goes, that mean I need to hurry up and put a ring on it. And do, because get into the material, like what? Of course, everyone going to steal me. So you gotta lock it down. You gotta lock it down. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me. I like this. This was cute. This was fun. And if you want to see more of these, do not forget to thumbs up this video, rate. Do not forget to thumbs up this video, hit subscribe, turn your notifications on. Okay, that's rule number 1. And comment down below. And comment down below what city you from. Where my girls at? From the front to back, where you feeling that? Okay, I need to get to work. See, y'all, I woke up this morning saying, na 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 na. Y'all, I felt like Chloe when she was in Lagos, y'all. Like if paparazzi was on me last night. Okay, let me end the video. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.